Strawberry Patches podcast about knitting, crafting, fiber, and living in New Zealand. I'm coming to you today from Warkworth, which is in the north of Auckland, and today we're visiting an alpaca farm, Zealand Alpacas, which is up that road. And I am so excited to show you all the nice alpaca animals, and I'm going to also meet Kathy and pick up the prize that I won during the Wool Fest, and I will show you all about it. So come follow me and let's have some fun. Hello everybody, this is Marina from Strawberry Patches podcast. This is episode 30 and we are today at a wonderful alpaca farm with lovely Kathy. Yeah. And my daughter Lydia. Whoa. And we're gonna have a little tour of alpacas and I'm gonna show you this beautiful shop. So welcome to this wonderful episode. It's so exciting.
My big 100-gram hanks, but they've pretty much gone with Wool Fest.
Yeah.
We've got lots of 50s. The hand spun, a lady down in Christchurch has been hand spinning for me.
Yeah.
So you can see the difference in the commercially spun and then the hand spun.
These are more.
But this is beautiful. It's quite rustic, but it knits up really, really beautifully. So I love that. I love what she does.
I love the vest that I knitted for her.
Yeah,
it's so
awesome.
soft.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Is this the ones that I had my eye on back there? I think yes.
Yeah.
So silver and just beautiful color. That
it is stunning. That's the end of that batch. I won't be anymore, unfortunately. And then over there was all the single spun merino.
Oh yeah. I noticed these.
Yes. A little bit of silk merino, that was the one that you were looking at, which the silk merino behaves differently than the alpaca merino, so that's why my speckles aren't quite, that might not be quite right for you, so we can check it out. But
you mean for the shawl?
Yeah. But if, we'll see how you go. You can dry it off if it's not what you want. Well, I'll try again, because it can always just go into the shop. And that's a merino as well, which is really lovely.
No, I want alpaca. So.
Yep. Gotta have alpaca from the alpaca.
Yeah. Oh, this is that?
That's a single spun merino. That one.
Spun merino.
The other one is.
Right. Oh, I think I missed the centerpiece.
What's left of them? Yeah, they're always popular.
Yeah, that would make a nice fade shawl or cardigan or shawl, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, when I finish my dad's jumper, that'll be my next project.
Oh, nice. How long have you had this shop for?
I've had the shop going for 4 years now.
Oh.
Okay, and this is my workspace where I do all my dyeing. Someone's clinging onto my finger. It's a little bit
cute.
of a mess at the moment, post-Wool Fest.
No.
What I'm doing at the moment is hopefully something that will be for you. It might not be the right thing, but we will see.
That's exciting. Oh, yes.
might not be speckly enough, but we'll see once we've rehanked it what
Okay.
it looks like. So I've just put that, and then I've got another one going in there.
Do you think I can pick it up today or no?
Oh, it won't be dry.
It's fine, I can try it at home.
You possibly, yeah. And then I've got I did a slightly different one, but I don't think this one's going to be right. There's probably too much blue. I think it's blue to be. That one says cooking.
Oh, that's so exciting.
So I do 2 different types of dyeing. Usually I've got the pots on there, with the trays, and in the microwave. So I'm really glad to do that. And holiday dyes.
Yeah.
A bit of a mess. Lots of raw fleece that I have yet to clean.
Ooh, exciting. So who shares the alpacas?
A company called Shepack. So I've just cooked those. So it's that's for an order for a lady. So that's got to be dried. I've got to hang that up and dry it.
It's probably my dream to have like a.
These are my raw fleeces. That's not one of my good ones though.
Really, it looks perfect to me.
I don't use all of my water yarn. It's not good enough, all of it. Some twos. What's good enough?
Is it good for hand spinning? Oh.
Yeah, you can hand spin it. So as you can see, it's still got quite a bit of vegetable matter in it, which needs to be cleaned out.
It's so soft. You want to touch?
Have a feel?
Is it nice?
You said, push it up and put it on my head.
Oh, it's so soft.
One of my black boys, but yeah, I've got a lot of work. It's all fleece it needs, because you've got to pick it clean first.
Yeah, I know. We were just in the shed with the alpaca boys and they were so cute. They have this amazing brown, huge eyes. And I think this one loved them. Did you like them? Did you really enjoy those animals? She was kicking those legs all the time. So I'm guessing that she loved them. So there's 2 new boys that were a bit shy, but the rest we could feed them and we could, you know, touch them a little bit and see the inside of the fleece, and it's just so soft. Right? You are excited as me? Are you as excited as me? Right. Okay.
The only thing that you need to be a little bit careful of, they are farm animals, they can scream. They don't have hooves, so they're not going to break a bone. But don't just go and pat them on the bums. If they get a bit of a fright, they will have a little kick. So
Okay.
if they walk past you, just stand still. They're not nasty. They're very curious. They're a little bit head shy, so they probably won't. I'll catch one and you can pat one. But, a couple of them will happily hand feed. There will be a few chicken poos around, so watch out.
Oh, chickens!
So these are all my boys. You're more than welcome to come in. I'll feed them. They've got very soft little mouths.
Oh, this is so nice.
Come on in. You just stand on the hay. Watch out, yeah, sorry, little girl.
Sasha. Okay. Как пылесос. Well, you were too slow.
So they've only got bottom teeth like a sheep and a soft pellet on top, so they can't chop their fingers or anything. They do have teeth at the back of their mouth. They don't have biting teeth, but they do have usually not seriously. They like to work out who's the head of the herd.
I see.
Like all other animals.
That's right. So they can eat out of the bucket and eat out of hands. Would you like some more? You want to feed them? Got very soft little mouths. They just nibble off the top. I've
Oh,
got
the
one girl
hungriest.
across the gully who gets very exuberant with her feeding, and she tends to pick that part of your hand up. She doesn't quite, but some people get a bit of a fright. Oh, eat out of the hand.
Oh, it's so
Yeah,
cute.
stay.
Right, he's fitting our dog all the time, so.
Yes, he keeps saying that Abba, like, that's how we call our dog.
So thick that it's this other dog.
Yeah. That's good.
Yes. Oh.
They were owned by an older lady who died and given another home.
Oh, they are so gorgeous.
I'll catch for us and you guys can have a
Okay.
So when you're the best part of their fleeces is the blanket, which is all around here. So if you go in there, you can see how beautiful and soft it is.
Oh, wait.
Just excuse my blue hands.
Oh my god.
It's alright, Bonnie. It's okay.
We have to knit to have that on. You have already from birth. That's so lucky.
There's no lanolin in alpaca fleece either, so you don't get that sort of greasy, stinky. Well, you just settle down. We've had cats before. Yes, we
And
have.
if there's rain, I bet it doesn't go all the way through, right?
No, they're very they are quite water resistant. So
Yeah, it
as
looks
long as he's got a really nice dense fleece, it's quite tightly packed. You can see him. Yeah. So these two boys here are half brothers. They got the same father. They've quite similar faces. This little boy here is a year old, and I've just bought him as a fleece animal. So he's neutered, but he's got the most spectacular fleece. And I've got a half share in his father, who's a beautiful stud male with another farm up north. And this black boy originally came from Australia. He's about 9 now, I think.
Oh wow. Good talking.
Yeah.
Lydia, I hope you see something. You like them? Aren't they cute, Lydia? Oh, thank you, Cassia. This is fun.
That's the funniest looking thing, isn't
What's his name?
He's Bailey and Sooty is the black one. I don't know. I figured they can keep their names.
Sure. Dear viewers, I'm coming back from this wonderful farm. It was such a pleasure to meet Kate and her family, and she was so kind. She invited us for a tea, and those gorgeous animals, alpacas. They are just so cute. I really now I'm jealous, and I really want to have a farm of my own and to have these beautiful animals with me all the time. And I just wanted to make this segment here and tell you about the new KAL that I'm hosting. You can find the information on my Ravelry group. I made the Strawberry Patches podcast Ravelry group, and I'm going to make the Kiwi KAL, Kiwi_KAL. And I'm so excited. I just think that New Zealand has so much lovely wool, and I think the rest of the world doesn't really realize and doesn't know much about it. And I want to encourage you to know more about it. And if you have any questions about some I don't know, knitting related or wool or fiber related stuff, then you can always post it below and I will try to find out for you. And with that, I'm going away from this farm. It has been so lovely to be here. The weather is a bit crazy. It's very windy, but at least there is no rain and it's nice and sunny. And my daughter really loved the animals, and I'm so happy that I've managed. I plucked up my courage and I drove on the motorway. I'm not still a very confident driver, but I did it. So, oh, they're curious about me now. They're looking this way. They're coming this way. So I encourage you to go into the Ravelry group and see all the beautiful projects that people have started to post there. And come on, choose a pattern, find some nice yarn, learn more about New Zealand, and let's knit something and enter the KAL. So, thanks. Dear viewers, welcome back to my home. I hope you liked my visit to the farm, to the alpaca farm. It was so much fun, and I have all this amazing yarn now that I can't wait to cut something new on. But before that, I have to finish what I started. So without further ado, let's start with the finished objects. And this week I have 3. Isn't that great? I'm very happy with myself and pleased. And the first one is the stripy socks are done. Yay! They're not matchy because I don't care. And they do have the matching heels though. I didn't weave in this end yet, but it doesn't matter. These socks are for me. So I'm just going to enjoy wearing these beautiful socks with lots of sparkling stellina in them. And for this colorful yarn, I just enjoy doing simple knit stitch and 1x1 rib. That was fun, and they're done. And the next thing that I finished was a hat for my baby because the weather started to get cold here. Well, it was last week anyway. And I decided to use the yarn from the farm, from alpaca yarn, the gray one that I had left over, and the hand spun that I used for this cardigan. Don't remember if I showed it to you with the buttons sewn on. And I call this hat Baby Paca. You can see here that it consists of 2 different yarns. This is the baby alpaca yarn, and this is the hand spun. And this creates a very, very warm fabric. I didn't use a pattern, I just decreased as I pleased, and it fits her perfectly. And when she's a bit bigger, I can always use, just kind of do like this. Oh, why does it roll? And it would still fit her, I think. So yeah, what I didn't know when I was knitting all those hats for her when she was little, that babies' heads are quite big, so the hats that I knit her are quite small. But now I'm a wiser mom and I really enjoyed making this hat for her. It's very, very warm and she loves it. Yeah, because she told me. Third knitting project, finished object, is here. Do you remember what was in this bag? Made of this beautiful yarn by Nani's, no, it was Dye Candy. And these are the Aurora socks. What? You didn't even see them before, right? I didn't even show you. Or did I? Anyways, they're done. I cast them off yesterday. Wow, look at all this happy color. Happy blues and pinks and purples. I'm surprised by how much yarn I have left because I didn't use any other colors for any other part. And this is DK weight. And I was thinking that I wouldn't have enough, but no, I had enough. And maybe that's because I cast on 48 stitches, so that's 12 on each needle. And it's created because I knit pretty loosely, but still this fabric is not too loose, isn't it? It's pretty good. I tried them on and they fit fine. Because the other socks that I've been wearing, also from the same yarn company, I think I'm gonna have holes in them soon. That's how much I love wearing them. So now on to whips. What I did recently after I came back from the farm, I took out all my wool and I placed it on the floor, and I was so sure it was going to cover the whole room. It didn't, thank God. But that made me realize that I have forgotten something I have been doing, and I did a little bit, so it's classified now as a work in progress as well. I have this wonderful fiber from Twisted Sisters, and I have started this. I got it from the knitting retreat last year, and I started to hand spin this fun piece. And with this one, my spinning got much better until I stopped and I completely forgot how to do it. I think I touched it last time before she was born, so that's half a year ago. So when I restarted, you can see that there's bigger lumps now. But anyway, I'm enjoying it. It's such a nice color. It is in this simple bag. So yeah, now to proper whips. One of them, if you expect me, is here. I've done some progress on my Winter on My Mind shawl, and I'm still at the point where it's just plain garter stitch, and I didn't come to the lace part yet, but I'm knitting it on 2.75 millimeter, and this is lace, so you can imagine how long it takes. This is where I was last time, so I can transfer the progress keeper now onto this row. Yay! This is a very nice and mindless knit, but it requires very good light, and so I can't do it when I'm watching telly, which I don't have telly, but we're watching Netflix. We have been watching Blind Spot. I don't know if any of you is watching this TV series, but I really like it. And I have a new cast on, which has already grown quite a lot, that I really want to show you. So I wound up this beautiful yarn by Yarn Floozy that I showed you last time. Do you remember what I was gonna do with it? Of course, a Floozy cardigan. So here it is. Let me show you the way I knitted it up. Yay! Ah, this is so much fun. I need a bigger cord so I can show it better. But anyways. I'm loving it. And as Libby was saying, and other people that I asked about this cardigan, it's quite easy. It looks like complicated color work, but it isn't. The only problem I think I have with it is that my tension, I did a swatch even. I was such a good girl this time. I did a swatch and I dried it, I blocked it. So I chose, of course I knew that my tension is usually off and I need to take smaller needles than recommended. And I did, but when I started to use the color work, look at how loose this is. I'm not sure if it's gonna block out fine, but I would really hate to remake it. I probably wouldn't, because I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. Yeah, it just looks like maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. But I'm very, very, very enjoying it a lot. And I have actually exciting news to tell you. So I'm going to do a KAL knit along. The knit along is going to be called Kiwi KAL. The Kiwi KAL information you can find on Ravelry, and also I'm going to tell you about it. So the idea behind this KAL was to draw your attention to all the amazing Kiwi designers, which Kiwi is what the New Zealanders call themselves. So New Zealand has not just wonderful yarn, but also wonderful designers and knitters, and I wanted to invite you to join me and knit something from either New Zealand yarn or use a pattern by a New Zealand designer. So Libby Johnson from the Truly Myrtle, she was so lovely and kind, and she offered one of her patterns as a prize. And I already started to think about the other prizes that I will add. There will be also some yarn and some Kiwi souvenirs. I was thinking of including one of these keyrings and maybe some chocolate and some buttons that I'm going to show you very soon. And this project, this cardigan, which was designed by Truly Myrtle by Libby, is going to be what I will be knitting for this KAL. So if you want to join us, please go over to our Ravelry group, introduce yourself, and you can see there I put some names of the New Zealand designers and yarn shops. And if you have any questions, you can post them there and I'll be happy to answer them. So this knit-along started on the 1st of June and it will go on until the 1st of January, or maybe longer, I don't know, we will see how it goes. The next whip is living in this wonderful bag. As you can see, this bag is the Gumtree KAL alpacas bag with all these beautiful animals on it. And before I show you what's going on with my Find Your Fate shawl, I want to show you the rest of the prize that I won at the Wool Fest. Ta-da! I'm so excited. And here we go. Kathy, who is the lovely woman behind this yarn company, invited me to her farm and gifted me this whole basket. Look at that. All these goodies. So let me start from the beginning. Who doesn't love some chocolate? And these, I already showed them to you, one of my favorite candies. This is already finished. I only saved the cover so I can show it to you. This is Whittaker's hazelnut chocolate. Yummy. Gone. Next is this lovely alpaca keychain. Purple. I love purple. Oh, those animals that we saw there, it's so soft. Just like this baby. Look at this gorgeousness. This is 200 grams of amazing alpaca yarn. It is DK weight. These two are 50 gram and this one is 100 gram. And it's hand dyed, 100% alpaca. Well, obviously this is not hand dyed, but this is. If only you could touch it. Well, actually you can. If you live nearby, you can order it. Even if not, go to her website, and I totally recommend to buy this yarn. And it comes with this beautiful, beautiful stitch marker. Oh, I'm so excited. As you can see, this is 100% alpaca. I cannot wait to start knitting with it because this is the softest yarn ever. Ever. Believe me. So, another thing that she gifted was this voucher. Oh, there are some stickers in there. So, here we go. I was generously gifted a $50 voucher and I treated myself to this beautiful, so gorgeous and so fluffy 4-ply alpaca. I think it's baby alpaca, that's what she told me. It is much softer. It's even softer than alpaca, can you believe it? And it is called Slick in Silver. And they're 50 gram each. And here are some stickers that she gifted as well. Love stickers. Love, love, love. Doesn't matter how old you are. You're never too old to love stickers. And she also put these cute buttons in there. Alpacas. Gorgeous. How many? 5 alpaca buttons. Lovely. So while I was there, I also decided that it could be nice to be a part of our KAL prize. So I got you these buttons, which are New Zealand, typical New Zealand objects you can find here, and this will go together in the prize for the Kiwi KAL. So that's not all that I got at Kathy's lovely farm. I also bought some yarn for my Find Your Fade, and I already wound it up, and I cannot show it to you like it was in the beautiful hang, but these two beauties. And this is how much I knitted already. Look at this color. It is so, so tender and soft and squishy, and it smells so good. I just feel like I'm hugging one of those animals. So, as I told you, oh, of course, yeah, in this bag, this was one of the prize things as well. So in this bag, leaves, ta-da, my Find Your Fade shawl. Oh no, I stopped in the middle, so it's a little bit hard to show. But let's start from the beginning. The beginning was here. And this is where we were last time when we talked. So this is already super warm and squishy and nice fabric, and the colors, aren't they just gorgeous? So after this lovely, it's called Kingfisher, this colorway, I wanted to go on into something lighter. And actually, since I still have a lot to knit. I thought, oh, I might go on with the kingfisher one. But because this was a different batch, it looks much darker. Almost looks like emerald green. And I'm not sure I want to go darker at this point because it goes from dark to lighter. So what I'm gonna do, I thought about it, and last night I was knitting, and then I compared it, and in the daylight as well. I think I'd prefer to rip it back to where I started the fade and go on with this color. Yeah, I think it's gonna be better. It's gonna be more beautiful. And also Kathy was so kind that she dyed some speckly yarn for me, which is going to be white with bits of blue and this green or teal. I guess you can call it teal. So that's what's gonna happen in the next few rows. And I don't know when, but very soon I will meet Kathy again and cut that yarn again. Actually, I love this yarn, so I don't mind. I can think of something else to do with this. It would be I already have something that of this color. I have lots of stuff of this color, so it would be easy to find what to do with it. You can always pair it with that gray and make another vest for my daughter, because vests are easy to make and pretty handy for babies. So that covers the finished objects, the whips, and the prize. What else was I going to show you? I told you about the KAL, told you about the prizes. Oh yes, very few things left to do. So when I was working so hard on these socks and this shawl, I found 2 new amazing podcasts that I wanted to share some love. And one of them is Patty Jacks, and they are these 2 very, very lovely Canadian women, and I've really enjoyed watching them. They have this really nice friendship going on, and it's really fun to watch them. And I'm gonna put below the name, and maybe you would want to check them out as well. They're really lovely. And the second podcast that I, to my surprise, discovered only now is called Kiwi James, the Kilted Knitter. This is so much fun to watch. So James lives here in New Zealand and he wears a kilt and he's a knitter. So his podcasts are a bit long, about 1 hour, sometimes more, but trust me, they're worth it. Like, they're really fun to watch, and he includes bits of information about Maori language and his heritage, and he goes to different festivals and buy lots of yarn. And he had this very, very fun idea about fiber diet, and he was calculating how much in a month or between episodes he had knitted up, and he weighed those projects and how much he acquired. And after every episode, after a couple of first episodes, you could see that he has been gaining yarn and not losing any, which is exactly what's happening to me anyway. But I thought it was a fun idea. Maybe I'll borrow that idea from him and do it as well. I don't know, we will see. So definitely check him out, and you will find out lots of interesting information about New Zealand. Yeah, the very, very last thing, but not least, I've drawn a winner for the giveaway. I remember a couple of episodes back in episode 28, I announced the giveaway, and shortly after the last episode, I drew a winner. It is Evgenia from Russia, and this lovely dolly, Olivia, is going to be sent there very, very soon. She's already contacted her and she sent me her address, and I'm very excited that it's going to Russia. Thanks for participating in the giveaway, and I hope you will love and you will be interested in the Kiwi KAL. And as always, you can find me on Ravelry as Marina Toys, and on Instagram as Marina Toys and Marina Hoja, Hoca. Don't forget, I'm also very proud of the website that my husband made me. It's marinatoys.com. And that's all from me for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you liked this episode. I would always appreciate if you gave me a thumbs up and subscribed, so I can see you in the next episode. Bye. Thank you for joining me.